Hello and welcome to Words Matter, where we talk about words and how we abuse them. Today's word is professionalism. So professionalism, but also professional as an adjective. If you have any experience in the corporate world, you have probably used this word or had this word used at you. Uses of this word sound like, you need to show more professionalism. Posting a picture of your cat on LinkedIn isn't very professional. That contractor was really professional. Anytime you encounter the word professionalism, it's always being used as a form of judgment and usually expressed with great confidence. This would lead you to believe that we probably have a very good definition for this word, but we don't. Let me prove it to you. I'll wait a minute while you tell me what you think the word professionalism means. Go ahead. I'm just kidding, I'll lose too many viewers. Don't worry, looking it up wouldn't have helped you anyway. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the definition of professional is the conduct, aims, or qualities that characterize or mark a professional person. Well, that's about as clear as mud. Maybe there's a definition for professional? Of, relating to, or characteristic of a profession. Maybe there's a definition for a profession. A principal calling, vocation, or employment. So according to the dictionary, I'm showing professionalism anytime I act like I have a job. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not close to whatever you were trying to think of. So how do we get from here all the way to not showing pictures of your cat on LinkedIn? You see, professionalism is not a word we define in our minds with words. It's barely even pictures. It's defined by our experiences. For example, perhaps you hired a plumber at one point. They wiped their shoes before coming in. They wore pants that fit. They got the job done quickly, and they left somehow and inexplicably, leaving the bathroom smelling like lavender. Perhaps it was a bright cashier at your favorite fast food restaurant who got your order right, even though you asked for a burger with no pickles, extra ketchup, mustard in the shape of a smiley face, and fries sorted in order from largest to smallest. You know, whoever you are, I wouldn't know. These experiences come together to form in our minds a bunch of expectations that we group together under the term professional. So here's what makes professionalism such a problematic term. When we use this word to critique, judge, or give feedback to someone, the word is defined by our own expectations and experiences, yet we're implying to the person we're addressing that the term has some sort of universally understood meaning. That outfit you are wearing is unprofessional. That is an objective statement. But the definition of unprofessional is entirely subjective. Unprofessional to who? By what standard? If someone is compelled to criticize someone else as unprofessional, that means the person using the term had expectations that were not met, while at the same time implying they violated some kind of third-party standard. What you really mean is, I don't approve of your outfit, all the while implying someone else doesn't approve of your outfit. Words to describe this kind of behavior is passive-aggressive or gaslighting. Which is why I'm sure it comes as no surprise to anyone that professionalism is a favorite term of a species known as the Karen. Now let me clarify. I am not saying that all expectations we have for professionalism are bad, nor am I saying that those in a given profession don't actually have some expectations they need to meet. The point of all this is to simply challenge you to ask yourself, what are my expectations and where do they come from? A common reoccurring drama in the workplace is that of the hairstyle. People sporting a unique or uncommon hairstyle are often the recipients of the critique unprofessional. This is simply because people get used to seeing people a certain way in their range of experiences, and someone comes along then with a hairstyle that is outside of their experience. Experiencing something new often makes us feel uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean someone did something wrong. It especially doesn't mean that it inhibits in any way the ability to do their job competently and efficiently. So before we go throwing around words like professionalism or unprofessional, take a minute to ask yourself, how am I defining the word in this circumstance? Where do my expectations come from? Are my expectations actually relevant to this profession? Finally, take responsibility for your judgments. Don't say, that's not professional. Instead say, I don't think that's professional because, and give a reason for your critique. Regarding corporate culture, the word professional should never be used by itself in employee handbooks or guidelines. Don't tell employees to dress professionally. Instead, take a minute to define what professional means for your business and connect the dots between what you call professional and how those expectations impact the work people are actually doing. If you can draw a line between the expectations and the outcomes, it makes a lot more sense to people. After all, if you can't justify your expectations, then they are just your personal preferences. The more you weigh your employees down with your own personal preferences, the less diverse or welcoming your workplace is going to be. So that's it for today's word, and oh, by the way, here's a picture of my cat. Thanks for watching, and remember, always try to use words good.